Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another No Man's Sky video, and today I'm going to show you how to get one of these amazing brand new Dreadnoughts. Yes, technically they were added back in the Echoes update, but now you can finally make them yours in Omega, and I'm going to show you how to get one super easily with the absolute maximum rank. Plus, in my opinion, they look absolutely stunning. They are also slightly larger than some of the largest freighters out there. Plus, you can fully customize them right off the bat, just like in the case of any other freighter. So let's get started with how I did this. There are a couple of methods that you can use. One of which is to search for pirate systems. If you don't know how they look like, essentially just look around until you see one of these, of course, systems with a pirate symbol next to its conflict level. You will need a conflict scanner for that, but usually it's going to be very easy to find them. You will just have to like pan around the camera until you see one in your vicinity. Now, technically, there's also a second method that uses systems that have both tier 3 economies as well as tier 3 conflict levels. So something like booming with perilous can have a better chance to spawn a max rank Dreadnought, since technically the chance is a bit higher on high tier economies. But I found those to have, well, significantly lower chances to spawn Dreadnought encounters in the first place. So that's why the method I'm focusing on is the one exclusively going to pirate systems. But as soon as you jump into one of these pirate systems, you should already see one of these Dreadnought encounters starting. If you don't see one, just jump around into other pirate systems until you find one that does. And this is the place where you're going to rinse and repeat the entire farm process over and over until you actually get a max rank. It might take 10, 20, 50, 100 tries depending on your luck, but eventually you should get a max rank nonetheless. That's why absolutely keep in mind the system you're in. Alright, so we actually got a very good looking Dreadnought. I'm pretty sure that they all look the same, but my main objectives over here are actually 3. So 1, destroy the shields, then destroy the warp drives, and finally the oversized cannons in this specific order. Otherwise, you're going to have the Dreadnought trying to escape and, yeah, essentially just run away. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to go through these 2 rows of shield generators. Just go ahead and destroy them, as this is going to take down the shields. It's probably not going to be 100% worth it, but I'm just doing it just because. So in this case, I'm completely ignoring everything, all the enemy ships, all the smaller turrets. They are non-important and absolutely not needed to finish the encounter properly. Once we're here at the end, what I'm gonna do is focus on the warp drives. As I've said, if you do it right after the shields, then you're going to prevent the Dreadnought from running away. If you do it the other way around and take down the turrets first, it's going to try to run away, and if you don't do this within like 30 seconds, you're going to have it escape, and it's, well, going to be just a big bummer. And from this point on, you have 5 massive turrets, 5 right here in the back, and then there's a 6th and final one in the very front of the Dreadnought that you will have to absolutely destroy before the Dreadnought surrenders. Alright, so that's been dealt with. We have taken down the final turret, so now the only thing remaining, as you can see, is to go inside, as the Dreadnought has been defeated and now surrendered. So we're gonna just go to the hangar area, which is actually almost close to the front, not in the back, how it is with normal freighters. Now, I don't recommend going all the way up the stairs to the captain's cabin. All you have to do is to just pull up your visors and check the class on the current Dreadnought. If it's anything below max rank or S class, don't bother with it. Just get out of it and move on. If it is a good one, go ahead and buy it. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how this looks like. C rank is obviously not going to be worth it, but it does look pretty nice. So if you did not find a max rank, the next thing you're going to want to do is, you guessed it, teleport outside and then back in the same system. I'm not even kidding. Just go out of it to any nearby system and then jump straight back in, and you will see the same Dreadnought encounter spawning again. And this is essentially what you're going to want to do on repeat until you get the appropriate max rank. You're going to go in, defeat the encounter, go inside, scan to see if it's a max rank or not. If it is, go ahead and buy it. If not, just exit without ever visiting the captain. Get outside of the system to a closer one, and then just warp back in, and you're going to see the encounter spawning again. I've literally done this with the same system like 20 plus times, And I did get a few A classes during that time, but eventually I did also get, of course, a max rank. An imperfect one, but still nonetheless good, so I can definitely confirm you can use the exact same system on repeat until you finally get the proper one. I don't think economy even matters in these types of pirate systems, since obviously all of them have the black market economy. Oh, and by the way, the reason you're seeing one of these dreadnoughts with the blue color is because I actually captured the C rank from this system. I actually went ahead and customized it, but then I went ahead and came back and it spawned another fight, but with the same dreadnought that I already customized. So a very interesting bug nonetheless, but you can of course change it later on. Alright, so let's see if we got lucky. Finally, this should be the 24th try, I believe. And yes, it absolutely is a max rank. Not the best, unfortunately. So this could have been a 32 to 34 slots plus 18. But you know what? At this point, I'm going to take it. I feel pretty lucky with just like 25 tries. It feels like it's a bit better than with the regular freighters nonetheless. So we're gonna go right here back at the captain's cabin, and what we're gonna do is choose the option to obviously seize the dreadnought. So I'm gonna pick it right away. Of course, compared to my C rank that I got for showcasing purposes previously, it's definitely better. Now you do have to be careful about the cargo, because I lost mine from the previous transfer. You will have to transfer the cargo from the freighter to one of your ships and then actually exchange to a dreadnought. Otherwise, all of that is gone, including of course the upgrades. But I'm gonna take the L for now and just transfer the base and everything. Now on the inside, it looks pretty much like your typical freighter, because you know the base building aspect is still pretty much the same. It's mostly the outside of it that looks absolutely amazing, plus the extra firepower that it has, as we're gonna check in just a little bit. And just to confirm that there's customization, you can go ahead and obviously change the colors, just like in the case of any freighter. It absolutely works on all of these parts, all of the strips and whatnot. You can apply any of them as you see fit. Also on the engine side, it doesn't currently display the preview, but I can confirm that it does change to whichever trails you have unlocked, like temporal or anything else. You can totally apply them and this will work. Now there's also a pretty funny bug going on right now, that if you exit your dreadnought the first time once you acquired it, it's going to try to attack you right away. It's going to be hostile, plus you're going to see some of its components of course being broken from the previous fight. What you can do in this case is to just like warp away for a little bit and then try to summon it in front of you, and it's going to be completely replenished, completely friendly. All the turrets are back, and now you can admire it in its full on glory. Now this thing looks of course absolutely stunning. It still has the same spots as the regular dreadnought, so you can go through those shield generator areas. You can of course go through all of the other accessible locations and like fly by it. It definitely looks massive, and in my opinion I think it's slightly larger than some of the largest that I've seen thus far in of course the regular gameplay. Now I did try to cause this to also enter combat. It does, but it doesn't seem to use any of its firepower cannons and other capabilities for some reason. So maybe there's going to be a fix for it, but I'm pretty sure that at some point in some of the previous updates you could cause your fleet and your freighter to also attack enemies with its own firepower capabilities. But for some reason dreadnoughts for now do not seem to attack. At least not when it comes to other dreadnoughts out there in space. So yeah, if you can trigger the fight with regular other fights, maybe against sentinels, it should probably work, and it should have the same cannons dealing quite nice bit amount of damage. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.